Larsden? Oh, that's werewolf. Okay. As much as I am not the biggest fan of the soul gems, I prefer that to say... I definitely prefer it to say the dark Welkin stones from Oblivion, which you couldn't take at all. They just immediately shot at you. They continue to shoot at you, and you can't do anything about it other than hide. And if you're playing on a harder difficulty, then you're dead.
Pray we do not see another.
Werewolves.
Oh.
Didn't you say this man breeds them?
Yep.
Yes. There's no mistaking it. This must be the War Teacher's lair.
Lot of people.
So, what's the plan?
Murder. I woke up and I chose violence. I also chose to save Thane Larsen, and I think this is the wrong way, so ignore me. I was just looking through. I thought that was going to be a trap. Don't know why I was trying to trip the trap, but sometimes you gotta experiment. Oh. Never mind, that was the right way. Ignore me. Hello?
Thane.
By the hist.
Is he okay? Is he
Are you
alive?
all right? Can you hear me?
He's alive.
I'm fine. The spell, it seems to be working. Just give me a moment.
Thank the mage. Do you think you can walk?
Yeah, I'll be alright. What about the others?
Everyone's okay.
On the brink of death. It doesn't look like magic will be enough. Plus their eyes and tongues have been cut out.
Oh.
What kind of sick ritual is going on here?
I don't know. I never even saw his face. But your faces I can plainly see, and none have been more welcome. Well, I guess... Dragonborn. It's good to see you both.
This is
And
Adam
you as
Law.
well, stranger. Any friend of the Dragonborn is a friend of mine.
She's the Swamp Knight.
The honor is mine, Thane. Or should I say, King.
Oh.
So it's true then. What the madman said. Follow Tild. She lied to me.
For love.
How could she have kept this from me?
Because of love. It gets worse. She kidnapped you and stole your life. She was doing what she could to protect you. Valtil was merely following orders. The Jarl wanted to hide you.
And now look what his plan has wrought. I have suffered under the machinations of others for long enough. No. If I am to be king, it will be on my own terms. I will be no one's puppet.
Valakis is like, I'm okay with this.
I will deal with her later. I don't suppose we can find the madman who did this to me?
Look around. Even if you don't find anything on the War Teacher, you may be able to gather more information on the ritual. I will see if any of these wounded can be saved.
I mean, unless you can restore their eyes and tongue.
Before you came, there were all sorts of noises. And maybe I was going mad, but I thought I heard writing.
A sharp mind cuts deeper than any sword.
Alright, yeah, put that sharp mind to healing these people, okay? You lied to me. You all lied. There is no queen. The proof is in the blood. Eldritch knows.
It looks like the prisoners succumb to the inevitable. I commit their souls to Arthurius.
That was fast.
Wait. I think one of them's missing. Up front. I swear it by the hist. There was someone there. Let's go, traveler. He couldn't have gotten far.
Hold on. Thane is in no shape for a fight. and it would be unwise to split up now. It's likely whoever he was, he's already gotten away.
I don't know, healer. It seems like he only got away because we let him.
Do I have to make a decision here? I'm a little nervous.
Let's just hope we don't end up on the wrong end of this trade.
That's up to Larson. After all, we'll be lucky if he isn't the new Pelagius. Don't worry, the torturer can't hide forever. Look at it this way. If we do, it'll just mean more adventures. All that matters is that the future king is safe. More adventures.
Well said, traveler. Now, that's the kind of bleak, worrisome future I can get behind.
Amen.
We have to head back to Greenwood. Kris and the others will be waiting for us there.
Yeah, I recommend we just get Thane Larson back, that we just reconvene, that we get everyone back to one place.
You need to stop. Don't hesitate to ask.
I'll be alright. You forget your own skill.
I feel like we're gonna get ambushed. I feel like we're gonna get absolutely attacked, and I am not ready for it.
This supposed housecarl of mine.
I don't know. But I will say whatever secret she kept, it pained her to do so.
Yes, she's a talented actor.
It's the thing of, he probably feels more betrayed because of their connection, because of their love. If they were just friends, he would have been hurt, but not this hurt. Instead, it's like, oh, is this entire relationship built on a lie? Is everything in his life built on a lie? And yes, it quite literally is. Even if she loves him, too much of the foundation of it is false. I'm with him. I don't know if I could forgive it. I don't know if I could get over it. Once trust like that has been lost, there's very little chance of really going back.
That's a good question. Thane Larson would have loved a chance at the throne. But who am I, really?
I'm afraid there's some questions for your house.
I hope everyone is alive over there. I hope they didn't get hurt because they had the axe. And we need the axe. Like, even now, we're all split up a little bit more than I wish we were. But we did have to rush here to make sure that we got Larson back in one piece.
Valgus, my friend, it is impossible to tell you how much I appreciate the open air right now.
Don't overdo it and go running through the forest. We need to maintain our strength. This camp seems like the ideal place to stop and rest.
No, why here?
Rest. There's another thing I need to reacquaint myself with. I'm not sure I have enough blood left for this ritual.
So you're committed to seeing this through? I had hoped that you'd reconsider.
I told you, Valgus. Skyrim comes first. If it means I must spill my own blood, then so be it.
Better him than a child, though, right?
Then you leave me no choice but to hail you. But my involvement ends there.
An Imperial to the end. And what about you, Knight? I doubt you have much interest in politics, but there is glory to be had in slaying the beast.
I'm sorry, Thane, but you three will have to go on without me. I have business in Riften.
Oh? What business?
They may not understand, but I know you will. Ever since Dalum A died, I keep thinking back to that day, and the child that was spared.
Oh.
Sometimes I feel like this boy. He's the last bit of honor we have left. I owe it to the company to make sure he's safe. And seeing that temple of blood, it was a reminder of how dangerous this world can be.
Well, if you ever need any help, just, shoot me a letter. The courier will get it to me. What Why Riften? Are you gonna check the orphanage?
I thought I'd make a stop there and ask the caretaker if they've seen him. Maybe he was tired of traveling and just wanted a normal life. So we part ways once more, traveler. Next time you come back to the rift, ask for the lizard in mourning.
I always do.
Until we meet again, Swamp Knight.
Oh, and she's just...
Safe travels, all of you.
You're just gonna
You lead the way, Dragonborn.
sit there?
You don't need to concern yourself with pace. If I'm truly the king of Isgramor, I'll be fine.
You let a guy know he might be king, and it goes to his head. Instantly.
The axe is worthless without him. I would give Gren 100 ancient relics if that's what it takes.
Don't you see? The boy's claim is just as worthless without the axe.
He's right there.
That boy is your king.
Right there.
Back from the dead, it seems. Well done, Dragonborn.
My love!
Ooh.
There is no need to carry on this farce. I know my destiny.
Oh, here it
Then
comes.
you know you're to be king?
Yes, I know. And the sad part is, it was the enemy who told me what my own housecarl sought to conceal.
I never wanted to hurt you.
I want you out of this place by tomorrow.
Oh!
No. But why? What about us?
It's over, sweetheart.
There is no us. Karis, I take it we still have the axe. And what of the blacksmith?
Don't look at me.
The girl from Kavach, the Dragonborn, convinced to help our cause. She's actually down there now. She wanted to see the forge for herself.
Excellent. Then we'll begin the ritual now.
No, you can't. It's too soon.
She's right. Even with the most powerful of spells, I can only do so much.
You forget. The blood of kings flows through my veins. We will do the ritual now. With or without you.
Alright, Thane Larsen's losing me.
And I suppose it can't be helped.
He's lost me. I think we need a new king. Can we chat? No, guys, move. If you knew who Larsen was, why didn't you stay with him?
I thought he was beginning to suspect the truth. Showing less concern for his safety was my way of protecting him. Although now I realize I was only protecting myself.
You mentioned the Jarl of Whiterun?
I was 15, half the age I am now, but with twice the acclaim. I was firing arrows into a target dummy when I heard a voice behind me telling me to relax my shoulders. I told him I didn't need anyone's advice. He laughed and said I'd make for a poor queen. I turned around, and it was the Jarl. Then he asked me if I'd ever been to Cyrodiil. That's how all of this started.
Oh, hi.
A sharp mind cuts deeper than any sword.
Well, I know he's still gonna help them, so...
Farewell.
That is another thing. There's sometimes where dialogue pertaining to certain quests doesn't go away even if we've passed that stage in the story. Yeah, Larsen's already gotten mad with the power, so we're not off to a great start.
Blacksmith, is the weapon ready to be forged?
She has a
You
name.
want to do this now? I suppose I could. All I really need is the blood.
The blood is right here. We will do this the old way. Quench the axe from within my body.
What? Boy, that's insane.
You...
There are no shortcuts to our intended goal. If I am to be king, the ritual must be done right.
Yeah, he's dead.
You wouldn't do this if it was Volatil taking the axe.
This is how the axe is supposed to be forged. And if I survive, your eyes will all be witness to legend.
All this for him to die.
And if you die,
All of this for him to die like an idiot.
Then you have my permission to toss me in the lake.
I will, trust me.
My lord, the axe axe is ready, but it has to be now.
I am ready. Ancestors.
He's gonna be real dead, and we're just gonna sit here. Never mind. Ignore me.
Ah, you're up. I can see why you'd want some rest, given the events of the past few days.
What did I miss?
As you know, the axe was forged, but Larsden suffered grave injuries. It still amazes me that he managed to survive.
Yeah!
I've heard Gren has decided to try Ulfric's approach and take the throne by force. That likely won't end well.
What happened to everyone?
The healer returned to wandering the camps, and the blacksmith returned to her forge. Larsden left this morning for the Temple of Cain. The rest of us cater to his every whim, but his body refuses to cooperate. As for Folatild, she left quietly in the night. It was rough, but I don't blame the Thane. Not after the lies she spun. Ah, you're up.
Oh, alright. It just circled back to this. Okay.
As you know, I've heard Gren has decided to try Ulfric's approach and take the throne by force. That likely won't end well.
I don't see the axe here.
The fool takes it with him, like a badge of honor. He says it will inspire the people and rally them behind him. More like it will inspire an enterprising thief to take it off his belt. Not that he listens to me.
Even though he wants your army. Remind me again about the end of the ritual?
How could I forget? When the axe felled our would-be king, the ground itself shook as if some great monster was rising from the earth. The beast, no doubt. The one the legends speak of. It heard our king's challenge, and it roared to meet it. I nearly dropped to my knees. We all did. Shore's bones, it jostled my very soul. But it's strange. The source of it, did you feel it? It was almost as if the beast was there in that cave with us. But that's impossible.
It felt like it. What happens next? You're only halfway to the goal.
The boy paid a price for his impatience. He is in no condition to fight the beast. I told him there's nothing that says we couldn't kill it on his behalf. But as you saw, he wants to do this right. I'm sure he will send for you when he has recovered. For now, take this. You did a great service to Skyrim, Dragonborn. Thank you.
You sure about that? Are you sure I did a great service to Skyrim? Because right now it doesn't feel like it. It definitely doesn't feel like it right now. Oh, we have a many places to go. We have a many map markers. Okay, nothing? Alright. I mean, we also just talked 2 seconds ago, so it makes sense. Well, let's start with the one that's right here. Oh, maybe that's Valgus. Maybe I can catch up with him. I was right. Valgus, my man.
A sharp mind cuts deeper than any sword.
Is your business with Larsden concluded?
Yes. As you know, I gave up war and politics long ago. Now all I wish to do is heal the wounded. But I can only do so much.
Larsden has a wounded mind right now, to be fair.
Farewell.
Larsden has a pretty wounded mind. Oh, is it not going to mark him as completed?
Calm spirit provides the best counsel.
I hope it does. I really hope that when we talk to everyone, that when we finish talking to everyone, that'll just kind of like move this along. Alright. On to Falkreath next. Hey. So how'd it feel to,
The blades and armor here are forged with purpose.
to shove an axe into a man's body?
Hide and fur armor can help camouflage you in the forest, but a true warrior takes his foe head on.
So what are your thoughts on how the ritual went with Larsden?
It was exciting, I'll say that. I've never quenched a blade in a living person before, and I doubt I'll ever do it again.
They probably won't live.
It's amazing he survived, but I always knew he would.
You did?
May your shield be stout, and your sword steady.
You had a lot of faith in someone you just met.
Lord, is it me, or are we low
Well,
on iron?
okay, she had met him
We have enough
previously, she had met him before the ritual, but still. You didn't know him for that long. You didn't even know that he was supposed to be king. Until you had to just shove the axe in his body. It's like, well, thank God he didn't die. Man, you do not look happy.
Already.
Ah, Dragonborn. Good to see you. As you can see, the reports of my demise were premature.
How is the axe as a weapon?
Sharp enough to cut Stalry. Just as the legend says. This beast cannot hide from me. I will prove my valor. Just as I proved my blood.
Make it stop.
What about Valatield?
She's lucky I let her live. And that's all I'm gonna say about that.
Yikes. You know, you loved her, like, yesterday. Not yesterday. You loved her just a few days ago. How are you feeling?
I'm surprised you even need ask. And the blood of Iskramor. But, Danica's magic has helped some.
Do you have, like, a big-ass scar? That could be cool. Well, what do you recall about the ritual itself?
I confess I don't really recall. Mostly I remember the dreams that followed. I saw strange beasts, and the countryside razed by war. It felt like I was looking through Borges' eyes, except I saw him. Or rather, I think it was him, wearing a jagged crown.
When will you be ready to face the beast?
Kris has men scouting the area where Ulfrim's journal pointed to. I must thank you for retrieving it. As for me, I've never felt stronger. Kris said the beast roared in fear during the ritual. I didn't hear it myself, but it's a likely story.
Yeah,
Take care, Dragonborn.
sure is.
No doubt, I will have you as my squire when the time comes to slay this beast.
Oh, me as your squire? Gee, thanks.
Barrett.
I don't know. I don't need you. I'm better than you, Larsden. Oh man, I started off just loving Larsden. Larsden was great. He was very enthusiastic, he was very excited, and now he's just got a stick up his ass. Frankly, I wish the stick was the axe, and I wish I could be the one to put it there. Oh. Uh-oh. First off, I just saw a goat fall out of the sky. I've had that happen before in Rorikstead. It's weird that this keeps on happening again and again and again. Like, what is it about my Rorikstead that's causing goats to fall out of the air? Yeah, investigate the Frostfruit Inn. I just want to finish... well, I want to sit down. I want to have a drink. I want to have a nice little chat with Valatield, who's very, very sad.
So it's you.
So it's me.
They were singing your praises on here not long before you stepped in. Or was it another Dragonborn who inspired the song? Heroes come and go, as do lovers and kings. Yet at any given moment, there can only be one. And that's why it's so hard when they leave.
Have you spoken to any of the others?
I could try, but it takes two to have a conversation. You're the only one I've seen since that day.
It's sad how ungrateful the Thane is for the privileged life you gave him. I am a living god. You don't need to see anyone else. Give him some time. He'll come around. is the thing of she's not perfect. She is not innocent in this situation at all. No. And yes, I also get it. Larsden learned that everything he knew was a lie. He learned that his entire life was a lie. But man, oh man, for him to be like, she's glad I didn't kill her. Just break up. Just have a normal, non-melodramatic breakup. Give him some time, he'll come around.
Time. If only I hadn't spent so much of it building this lie. It would be so much easier to tear it down.
Why not try returning to Whiterun?
Balgroof the Greater never knew me. He was making the pilgrimage up the 7,000 steps the day his father approached me. I imagine the old man passed before he ever spoke to his son about the Thane's true identity.
Wait, how old are you?
As a stranger thrust into court, Balgroof likely resented the boy's existence. Even more so if he knew the truth.
How old are you supposed to be? Is there a reason you're here, or are you just traveling?
I'm not sure I should tell you. It may sound pathetic, but...
Probably will be.
Don't look. But a couple of Gren's men just walked in. No
Oh,
named
shit.
soldiers. But they're probably just making sure everything is clear.
Okay. Alright.
I've watched them. This is how they do things. They sweep the area, and if no ruckus breaks out, the others follow.
Okay. So no ruckus.
Your savior has arrived.
Oh, he's gonna recognize me.
Lord, play something whimsical. I want everyone feeling as good as I look.
Mogre's Mead?
Yes, my lord. Your grace. I mean, your highness.
Mogre's Mead? Hmm?
I'm glad you corrected yourself. It saves me the trouble of having to kill you. And then who would play Mogul's Mead? Me? I may be charming, but let's face it. I've heard wounded coyotes with more musical sense.
I was right.
No, your highness. I'm sure you have a lovely voice.
Don't look
Enough
at me.
with that your highness nonsense. You're actually right the first time. Unlike Ulfric, we're trying to keep this little rebellion quiet.
Thank you, my lord. I'll do my best.
Of course you will. My
Mogul's
happiness
Mead.
depends on it.
Sing it! That's not Mogre's Mead. It's absolutely not it.
I take it you're well acquainted with this group. The big
Little
one
bit.
guards the door, and the girl stays by his side.
The big one's got a stutter. We can make fun of him. It's fine. It'll be easy.
Innkeeper, I demand tribute as a true son of these.
Wait, is he saying something over there? I can't hear him.
I want you to provide my men with food.
I don't really want to risk
and drink,
getting up.
all free of charge.
No, I don't think so.
This is what I love about
I hear them disagreeing slightly.
You're so stubborn. Do you have
If I
any
get up, will I
children,
be fine?
innkeeper?
I'm going for it. I'm sorry, Follotield.
What about him?
Otherwise, I'm just gonna sit here and do nothing.
Thinking of what a strapping young lad he is, and how dashing he will look when we strap him to the rack.
Oh boy, here we go.
Don't hurt him. You win.
I'm not convinced your contrition is real.
Of course.
Please, have mercy, I beg you.
Why can't these people be more accommodating the first time? Do they think I like playing the bad guy?
Yes!
There's too many of them. We better leave.
Okay.
Come on, follow me.
Okie dokes. I'm with you, Follotield. They're absolutely gonna recognize me.
And where might you be going?
Oh boy.
It isn't the Thane's old house, Carl. What are the odds?
And old girlfriend.
And you, Dragonborn. I suppose you don't have my axe. No matter. I don't have your Thane.
Don't look at me.
I don't need the axe. Ulfrin called the ritual a proving ground. First you prove your blood, and then you prove your strength. But he forgets there are two paths to glory. And why slay a legendary beast when you can slay nameless men?
The Kingsmoot will never recognize your claim. You're a fool. More rebellion will only empower the Thalmor. You'll need to claim a fort, establish a front from which to hold an attack. To attack a hold. So you've given up trying to prove that you're Ysgramor's kin?
There are two ways to prove that as well. No one will deny I am the blood of Ysgramor when I spill the blood of anyone who denies it.
Then you better start with
Well,
me.
Technically there are three ways. But I don't know of anyone who can forge an ancient scroll, or else I would have done it already.
What of the other descendants of Ysgramor?
You mean my cousin, the former Thane? That's right. Eldritch isn't the only one with spies. I'm not worried about him. Anyone who can't stand up to a handful of my guards won't stand a chance against the legendary dragon.
Fair. Can you take that risk? He'll be a living legend. The people will adore him.
The people have the memories of goldfish.
As do
Besides, I can always just challenge my cousin to single combat right before my army runs him through. Some of my men are rather undisciplined. I blame society.
I want to know more about your charges.
Motley crew of characters, most of whom you've met. Like I said before, not easy on the ice, but a loyal bunch. Although I take it you haven't spoken to Severilla, not unless you can read minds.
No, I haven't met her. And I'm angry you haven't introduced us. I tried talking to her, but she isn't much for words. Oh, forgive my rudeness. I should have mentioned Sevilla was a mute. Oh, right, she'll slit your throat if you try to touch her. I always forget the important stuff, like how to speak. And how are you planning on taking Skyrim by force? You don't have the numbers.
That's war in a nutshell, isn't it? A numbers game. The Empire, the Stormcloaks, the Thalmor, and the Forsworn. They all have numbers. So it's simple. You let them all dwindle their numbers down, and then you start making alliances. That's why we're on our way to the Reach. The Forsworn are the low-hanging fruit. The way I see it, we need each other. All I have to do is promise them Markarth.
You're a goddamn idiot.
Greetings.
Also, that was the end of the conversation with him. Like, there was no other
Yes?
dialogue with him. Oh no, here we go. Sorry, there was more. I thought the Blood of Skyrim considered this ritual sacred.
Not for us, it isn't. When we call ourselves the Blood of Skyrim, it has nothing to do with the blood of Ysgramor, but rather the blood of bastards. Some of us are bastards by our fathers. Others have been made so by the gods. But all of us have been tossed away. This is our time, our day, our reckoning. For when Skyrim is scorched by war and fire, it is the bastards who will inherit the rubble.
And you wish to rule over the rubble, is that it? And are you still with the war teacher?
After he betrayed me. Now, I'm not a vindictive person. Charming, yes. Drunk, mostly. But vindictive?
Hey, don't push.
I don't
Don't
have
push.
a vindictive bone in my body. But I can't allow people to defy me and live. That's why you're going to kill him for me.
Oh, is that so?
And why should I care about the war teacher when the one who commanded him is right in front of me?
You mean he was really tortured? I had no idea. I'm sorry.
What? Is this true?
Don't believe him.
No, I'm kidding. The whole thing
Greetings.
was my idea.
Nope.
Bastard.
Valentiel.
Or my lady, this is not the time for thin skin or a pointless sacrifice.
Valentiel.
What is it you want?
The death of the war teacher. In exchange, you'll have access to all his knowledge on the ritual.
Yeah?
Should be enough to get you in good graces with your precious Thane. The night you will have making up. I almost envy him.
Need
If
something?
he betrayed you, why don't you kill him yourself?
Oh, I've tried, but he's holed himself up in the bleak coast cave. I've sent scores of men in there, but none have returned. Just like old times, I guess. So I figured it'd be better to pit my enemies against each other.
Just remember, our business isn't over, Gren.
You shouldn't make that face. You're far more beautiful when you're smiling. Now go on, before you make Severilla jealous.
I'm ready to kill him. Can you move out of the way? That's right. That's right. Watch me leave.